Alright, what's going on YouTube? So today we have a video that was just kind of like thrown out since the video I originally wanted to do was over Warzone, which we're talking about today. Just the file itself got corrupted, so I could not only get the video out because there was no video, but I lost the file too. So you're gonna have to stick with Destiny because I'll get into it later. So this is basically my first initial thoughts on Warzone, which is the new Modern Warfare Battle Royale, which if you don't know, I'm not a fan of Modern Warfare at all, and if you have not seen my thoughts on that, you can look at my Modern Warfare video right now in the top right hand corner. But going on from that, this is Warzone. It's a Battle Royale. They had a Battle Royale in Black Ops 4, but this Battle Royale I could easily say is better than Black Ops 4. So something that I want to start off with is that this Battle Royale is actually free, like Black Ops 4 should have done, so you didn't have to pay $60 for just Battle Royale. But basically, it's free, okay? It's just like every other Battle Royale known to mankind, it's free. And it's very fun, actually. So there's two modes. There's the normal Battle Royale where you go in. Then there's something, I forget the other one, which it's like get as much cash as you can, which I didn't play it because I just was not interested in it. But the main mode, the Battle Royale, is a Battle Royale, but it's kind of like CS in a way where you can get money and you could buy stuff like airstrikes, drops, and all of that. And it's kind of weird how it works. It's really interesting because it's just nice to see something new and innovative with Battle Royales. But other from that, you could get these classes in the loadouts where it'll give you a fully decked out class. So like you'll have a M4 just completely decked out with attachments and everything, and secondary and perks and all of that. So it's like in multiplayer when you have your classes, it's like that in Battle Royale, but you have to pay for it. It's like $5,000, which isn't that hard to get. It's just there. Other from that, when you spawn in, it's a pretty cool animation, but when you spawn in, you know, you have a parachute, you go down, you land, and you have a pistol, which I think is nice. It's a nice addition to add action to the first game, or I guess like first minutes of the game, so everyone has a gun, they could just start going crazy, versus normally you have absolutely nothing, maybe a knife. So I do like that and what they did with it. Then you get guns throughout. The main guns I saw were the Scar and the M13, so not too great of guns, but again, you could just get them out of drops and all that. And there's 150 players in the game, which is quite a lot, and it shows that there's a lot and there's some performance issues, but for most of it, it's fine. But the 150 players, as much as you would think it's jammed packed, the map is huge and it can easily fit them. It's just, it gets boring if you're not in the main place where everyone, it's kind of like PUBG where there's like the main place everyone goes and that's where all the action happens, and it's just boring for the next 30 minutes. So I tried to get to the main place, which I would assume was like the airport, which is basically just terminal. But needless to say, I was there, and what I noticed first off is that of course it's Modern Warfare, and I'm gonna condemn Modern Warfare on this. Their gun mechanics, the way the gun feels and works, I just love it. They should do that with every Call of Duty. It's just really nice to use. The only thing was that this Battle Royale was eating my frames, which I'm not sure if that's my computer eating the frames, because my computer's been eating frames recently, or it's the game mode just eating the frames since it's such a huge game mode to just take on. But I was noticing that it was eating my frames and it wasn't looking too hot, so that was a big downside for me. Then something I noticed is that people are on top of the roof, which is pretty normal, and when I was trying to aim at them to kill them, the sun is so bright that you can't see them. It was just annoying, and that really turned me off because I shouldn't be looking in the sun and being blinded and not being able to see, but they see me and I get absolutely destroyed. Now, there's always been bad like view angles in this game, so I'm not surprised by any means, but that's just really one thing I don't like. But other from that, basically my games that I've played, it was just go in, sit there for a couple of minutes, realize that there's nothing to do, that my squad doesn't know what they're doing, get killed, and leave. But something I really do like is that with most Battle Royales, when you get killed, you have a card that you get down and your teammates could get it and revive you. In this game mode, you go to the gulag and you go into, you know, gunfight, the 1v1 or 2v2s. It's a 1v1 up against two people that have died in the Battle Royale, and whoever wins the fight goes back into the Battle Royale, which I think that's one of, if not the best features I've seen in any battle royale. So good job Activision and Infinity Ward for that, because that's actually really cool, and I would expect that in most other games, because I find that one really enjoyable to do. But other from that, it's just Modern Warfare, and again, I'm not a fan of Modern Warfare, and I just don't enjoy it that much. But overall, I didn't see any skill-based matchmaking, but again, it's a battle royale. Just you have all the room in the world, and it's kind of boring since, again, people are camping and all, but it's a battle royale, so I got past that. So in total, I could explain like kind of like Apex Legends mixed with PUBG, the slow pace, camping, and the huge map, and Apex with the fast pace and not camping. So it's really weird how it works, and with all the mods and all that you get / pay for, it's a really good battle royale. I'll say that it's really enjoyable. Just the problem is that by yourself, it's not very enjoyable, which I figured out by playing it. So if you have like 3 friends, which they're trios, by the way, there's no 4-man, it's just trios, so I would imagine they'd get more in the future. But if you have 2 other friends that you play with, I would imagine you would have a blast on this game. But if you're like me, chances are your friends don't want to play it because Modern Warfare has let them down, like me, or they don't have enough storage, because again, this thing's huge. It was like 157 gigabytes, that's gigabytes by the way, on my computer, and it was just not worth it since I knew I was never gonna play it. So after I finished that video that got corrupted, I just deleted it. So it is what it is. I'm not re-downloading it for YouTube or any of that, so I'll just give my initial thoughts. But other from that, it's overall just a really good battle royale. It just suffers from the problems of Modern Warfare that come with it, which they're not gonna fix any of it. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Be nice if they would, but they're not. So that's there. Then the map it's a map. It's very diverse, you could say. It's not my most favorite map, but it's definitely a map. The only thing I think that this game could do better on, or game mode, is the fast pace mechanics of it, since as I said before, it is really fast paced in the ending and the beginning when you're just going around. But something I feel that Black Ops did do very well. But anything. Something Black Ops 4 did very well was the grappling hook, which you could use, and that made games really fast paced. But then again, I really did enjoy Black Ops 4 arcade style versus Modern Warfare's more camp style, which you could say. So it's really, the problems that this game has is that it suffers from the game. So just the way the game is played out, that's what it suffers from. But overall, if this was a different kind of mechanism and had different styles of gameplay, this battle royale is one of the best that I've seen. It's very enjoyable to play. It's free, by the way, so if you think about playing it, you should play it at least once to get a good idea about it, since I wasn't just gonna be like, oh, it's Modern Warfare, it's trash. But for me, it's just not it, because it's not playing a battle royale by myself, and it's Modern Warfare. It's Modern Warfare. So that's my first initial thoughts. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. I'll probably be playing Destiny 2 after this on Twitch, which you can find in the link description. Let's go. Anyway, besides that, I'm out of here, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.